I was sitting in the parent lounge of the neonatal intensive care unit when the mother that I had become close with over the past month came over and asked me to be with her as they took her son off life support. I was already feeling emotionally raw after almost losing my own son on numerous occasions, but I agreed. Afterwards, we spent 2 hours talking, and through the tears, I recognized for the first time the importance of connecting with someone walking the same path. All of the life-threatening moments and life-saving procedures in those early days took a toll on Nolan, causing blindness and other complications. Finally returning home, 3.5 months later, the constant medical appointments and therapies began. I felt very isolated, alone, and afraid. I thought there were no other parents going through what we were, and finally, after 3 years, I reached out to the Family Support Institute of BC. After a 2-hour phone call with Jane Holland, I agreed to travel down to White Rock and attend my first training weekend. I was amazed, and I felt so empowered that I came back and volunteered as a resource parent, offering peer-to-peer support for families in my community for the next 11 years until Nolan turned 14. That year, we had made 12 trips to the emergency room. Eventually, on the 13th trip, he had a mental breakdown and was transferred 120 kilometers away to the adolescent psych ward in Prince George, where he was finally diagnosed not only with autism, but with bipolar as well. I will never forget coming down the elevator, having to leave him there in such a terrible state of fear and confusion. When the doors to the elevator opened, I fell into a chair and sobbed uncontrollably for a long time. Blindness was easy compared to this. Who was going to help us now? How would we survive? We were devastated as a family, and I became angry and bitter about what had happened. We struggled for years to find the right diagnosis, and now we had to struggle to find the right medications and dosages to empower him to move forward in his life. Through counseling, I realized that I needed to come up for air. I'd missed going to FSI's training weekend for a few years during this time and needed to get connected again so that I could move forward as well. That weekend, I connected in a different way with people and learned the term dual diagnosis, mental health combined with other diverse abilities. I felt so empowered to come home and again begin helping families in my community. Over the last 30 years, I have listened deeply to many stories, letting families know that they were not alone. Most importantly, I shared in their celebration of successes and continue to bring back new information like the at-home program, giving and action funding, microboards, individualized funding options, housing options, and FSI's resources, to name a few. I feel so grateful for the wonderful friends and mentors that I have met over the years. I have had the privilege of being on FSI's board and now work as a regional network coordinator. I plan on retiring this May, but I will continue to support other parents and attend training weekends until the day I die. That is how much this family means to me.